Hello everyone and welcome to Tinkering Thoughts Learning. In this video I'd like to share with you about the different Doodly videos I've created over the years. You've probably seen these videos appear. I've created a number of videos in the past couple of years using two main tools. I've used the VideoScribe at one stage, and then I moved across to Doodly, and for quite some time now I've been using Doodly. And if you ask me, are these paid software? Yes, VideoScribe is a paid software, Doodly is a paid software. Now Doodly is, I got Doodly at the time, I think 2 years back, when they were doing a promotion, and it was a lifetime fee of $87, and I bounced at that opportunity and I got it, and I've been using it since for $87. I don't have to pay anything, any yearly subscription or whatsoever. So it was a good investment for me, and I've been using it since then. So with the Doodly videos that I create, I follow a very basic workflow. And although I'm not trained in animation or any kind of video editing stuff, it's things that I've learned along the way, and I've picked up along the way. And I really appreciate having to learn different ideas and different tips from people online, also pick up different tips from them and use those tips to improve in my own editing. So with Doodly, what I usually start with is I first of all create, you have to have the idea first. After you have the idea, then you go ahead and you kind of write a storyboard. Now a storyboard is a term that's used in editing, video productions, and it's also used in instructional design, and that's where I picked up the terminology. I create a storyboard first, so you'll see how I create the storyboard. It's something like this. I create a very basic storyboard, or like what I have here. I create a storyboard, and then from the storyboard I now work out what sort of props I will need to use, what sort of assets I will need to use. Do I have to do a voiceover, or do I have to use a third-party application to do a voiceover? And most of my videos have actually been using a third party. I use 11 Labs to create a voiceovers. I think there's only one video where I added my own voice into the video. So after I create the storyboard, I then identify the props, assets. I bring them in. If they're available inside Doodly, I go ahead and I find them in Doodly. So if you open Doodly, you will notice there's different sections to the window. So here I have scenes. You can add scenes, characters, props, text, audio, and so on. Now, one of the great things I like about Doodly, it's a very easy tool to use. It may look complicated at first when you open the application. It did for me. But as soon as I got started into it, I began to learn about the different aspects and different features of the software, and started to learn how to use it. And the main thing you find here is the timeline and the scenes. So everything is all made up of scenes here. In those scenes have time frames. Those scenes, you can add assets to them, props to them. You can add audio to those scenes. So you can do voiceover, or you can even use third-party applications to add text. So it's a great tool. Now there are quite a number of tools out here. You can find them, but for me, Doodly seems to work perfectly well for my case. So I've created a number of videos for the institution I work with, Divine Word. I also create them for the department I work with, and also for my own personal use as well, for hobby or for other organizations who would like me to do videos for them. I create those videos for them. So it's a great learning experience for me, and I'm learning a lot of things along the way as I begin to make use of this application. So sometime I hope I will cover a video to show you step by step on starting the video, the scenes, and adding the assets, and then the voiceovers right through to the end. So here I'll just show you very quickly. This is a video I created for Mira agency, travel agency. So notice when I preview,
Need a visa or passport? We make travel easy with our fast and reliable service.
okay, so once I create the storyboard, I find out, okay, scene 1, I need to have this asset, I need to have this hand. Oops, let me go. I need to have this hand, the hand arm showing a passport and passport images and so on. So I have to find those assets. If they're not available here, I go online and I find those assets. And another great place where you can find tons of assets is Pixabay, pixabay.com. So if you type pixabay.com, you'll find a lot of great images that are royalty free. You can use those images. There are also background audio sound effects that you can also use. And then I start to add different assets in the prop scene. So when you add the props, something that Doodly will do is actually it's going to kind of animate those objects into the scene. So you have to also be cautious of the time, the duration it takes for one object or one asset to be brought onto the scene. And the higher the time, the longer your video will get. And that also plays an important role in if you're doing a voiceover. So you have to look at the time of the voiceover. So make sure when you are adding your assets time duration falls within the scope of that length of that particular scene's voiceover that you've created. And it takes a bit of practice. So you try this, if you make a mistake, do it again until you start picking up the ropes on using a tool like Doodly. Okay, so maybe in the next video we'll try a different tool, but please let me know if you're interested, if you'd like me to do more videos about Doodly, step-by-step process on a short video, or if you want, you can suggest a video that I should try to create. Please like, subscribe and follow.